Hey, how's it going, everybody? Sarasota Tim coming to you from Walmart. Miss Tammy and I just pulled in. We just left McDonald's, had us a nice little breakfast and some more coffee. She got her a biscuit and a Coke. And now we're here to pick up a couple of things that we're out of. I don't know, shampoo, soap, something. And she's in there, and I said, I got to make a morning chat video and fill everybody in on what's going on. So, yeah, it is crunch time, right? I made a video saying that we have an appointment tomorrow morning at 10:30 to pick up our new Flagstaff camper. And I did want to confirm, because they're closed Sundays and Mondays, so I did want to confirm with Aaron that it is on the property and that they will be getting it ready. I'm not trying to rush him. Take all the time you need today to do it, but I wanted to make sure that it is on the property so that I know that I can go ahead and prepare the wolf pup in getting the things ready to be towed in the morning at our 10:30 appointment, so I can pull it out of my daughter's property. So I sent him an email this morning at 7:30, and I haven't heard anything yet. The dealership opens at 9, and it is now almost 10, a few minutes before 10. So it's been an hour that they've been there. And what they do is they open up all the campers, they open up all the doors, they put some generators out there and turn the lights on and make it very inviting for prospective customers. And in his last email, he had told me that he has, that everything was delayed a little bit, that he was waiting on 6 units. So it's not just mine, he did sell a bunch of them. And so here I am thinking, oh, someone's just bringing one. Well, they can only pull one at a time, but he is waiting on 6 units. And then other subscribers are telling me in the comments that they used to do that kind of business, and since the pandemic, they can't get enough people to work. They can't, they don't pay them enough money, and everything is behind. And my daughter told me that deliveries and products are all behind, and so that made me very disconcerted. But when he gives me an appointment time of 10:30 tomorrow morning, and he asked me to confirm that, that made me really confident that my camper is, going to be ready tomorrow morning at 10:30. So, like I said, I just emailed him this morning to confirm once again that it is on the property and that we are still on a go. And I've done some banking and I've done some things on my end that, he would want done. And does he have it? Just tell me it's there on the property. I'm not trying to bug, but I just want to know, because everybody's got me kind of confused now, talking about, oh, it's not going to be there. Maybe it's going to be a few more days. I don't know. And what can I do about it? But anyway, what was I going to tell you? There was something else. Tammy went into Walmart. We're doing laundry today. We had a good hike yesterday. I read all the comments about the fantastic hike that we took and how cool that was, and your wonderful comments, compliments to my daughter and everything. Thank you so much for that. It was an amazing, another new thing that we haven't done on this 40-day, going on 40 days vacation. So one more new thing that we were able to do, and that was cool. I would love to do more of that. I'd have to go to Skechers first and get some hiking boots, though. But there was something I was going to tell you about something. I can't remember. Oh, this is it. It's going to be 80 degrees today. Well, 76, but that's going to feel like a cooker. 76 is beautiful, right? And it's blue skies. It's already warming up very nicely. It's got to be in the mid to low 60s right now. You can feel a little coolness when a slight breeze comes. I mean, in the sun, if it never got another degree warmer, this is perfect. You can wear clothes and, you're not cold, you're not hot. And tomorrow, more of the same. No. Yes. Tomorrow, Wednesday, when I'm supposed to pick up the camper, more of the same. Thursday, 80% chance of rain. High temperatures will be a little lower, and then after that, much lower because that's a front coming through, bringing that cold air. We need, that's why I'm a little bit pushy. We need to get out of here tomorrow. You know, I don't want to be driving in any rain. I don't want to be swapping things over in the rain. I don't want to be tracking in and out of the new camper with wet feet. I don't want any of that. I want to have it a beautiful morning like this morning tomorrow, and take the Wolf Pup over there, swap everything over, learn about how to do everything, show me everything. I'll video it all and pull it on down the road. And that's another thing, pulling it down the road. So I've got this beast right here. That's what everybody tells me. It's a beast. It's so funny, the internet, no matter what you look for, you can get both sides of the spectrum. You know, one is like, oh, you're overmatched. Oh, it doesn't have enough payload. Because it's a limited and it has all these extras on it versus a strippy SR5, it doesn't have the payload. And payload is where it's at. And da-da-da-da-da. And then other people are saying, forget those numbers. I hook it up and I tow and I go. And, you know, it doesn't have a transmission cooler on it anymore. They took it off. They were putting them on from the factory. And then in, I think it was 2021, they stopped doing it, or 2020. And I had found on the internet from someone that said that the person in charge of the whole truck division at Toyota said that it just meets all the required, the way it is. It doesn't need it. So that was encouraging. And I absolutely love that truck. I love the looks of it. I love how it drives. I love everything. I told Tammy this morning, and somebody said in the comments, you're gonna need a bigger truck. I told Tammy, I said, look, if we hook up that if we hook up that Flagstaff and we go downhill to Florida on the flatland, and I sense or feel or see that this truck isn't gonna do what it's gonna need to do to go in real mountains, Colorado mountains, Arizona mountains, out west where I plan on going soon or next year or whenever I want, because I'm retired, then it's gonna have to go bye-bye. And as much as I wanna drive a Toyota, and they don't have anything bigger, I probably would look at a Ford. I probably would go, obviously, with a half-ton that has bigger numbers, or I would go with a 3/4 ton. I don't want to have to buy a diesel. I don't want to pay diesel fuel prices. I know that a diesel is, you know, really going to take care of the job. And I have nothing against an HD 2500 in the Chevrolet line or GMC line. Those are very handsome trucks, and I know people get a lot of miles out of them, and they're good. But hopefully, good old Toyota is going to come through for us. I mean, it's only 26 feet from the tip of the bumper to the tongue of the camper to the bumper in the rear. But she's got some weight on her. Those Flagstaffs, man, I have looked and scoured the internet. Everything is kind of older, a lot of 23 stuff and older. They don't have the 24 information out. A lot of Rockwood 2516S, that's the same exact camper. There's a few of those in 24 you can find online to see what I'm getting, for me to see what I'm getting and everything. They're mostly just from salesmen, you know, walking around it, doing a walkthrough, no real reviews unless you go back and look at older stuff. But I have looked at some factory tours, at some older stuff where people gave reviews of the Rockwood and the Flagstaff product, and I could not be more fortunate to be buying a real deal. I mean, it's the Honda, it's the Toyota in quality of towables. They are really amazing. And I watched one guy, he was a salesman that gave he called it brutally honest review. And he just said that it's right up there. Only Airstream has that same suspension where there's no leaf springs, no shocks, or I don't even think they use shocks, but there's no leaf springs. It uses a Dexter, sort of an independent suspension with never adjust brakes, and easy lubing bearings, which they all have that. But it has the Goodyear endurance tires. But that suspension is supposed to be something about when you come around off the freeway and you do those big round turns, instead of it wanting to pull you off the road if you go too fast, it kind of leans into it and bites and oh, I don't know. It's supposed to be like a sports car, one guy put it. He had the smaller one. And I love the look on the lot up there where I'm buying mine. I love the look. I got an email here. Who is this? Who is this? I was wondering if it was from the dealer. Of those 21 and 22 footers they got, folks, if you're looking for an RV, they're not a whole lot less money, but they are, you know, like $5,000. Those look so bitchin' on the outside. That nose cap, how they have that painted, and that auto windshield window, and the dual axle on that 5 foot shorter camper than I'm getting, it just has a look. And on the inside, if you don't mind not having a private bedroom and just, you know, either the Murphy bed or the bed that stays down, they have the one with the theater seats in the short version, and they have the one with the booth. And the kitchen is amazing, a nice big bathroom. They have a slide out. So even the shorter ones, I'm telling you, if it was just me, or I already had something like that, I wouldn't even be looking, because the slide out makes everything. And the slide out is this rack and pinion type thing, and it's really, you know, not fail safe. I mean, because anything can happen, but they're one of the best. They're not one of these ones that, you know, had problems years ago. It's got the awning covers over the slides to keep all the tree limbs and things from falling down in there to possibly jam them up. I'll be making sure I police them all the time. Lube up that big rubber flap on the side where the slide goes in, keeping that soft so it doesn't get brittle and everything from the Florida sun. I'm gonna be on that baby like, you know what, taking care of it. That's just the way I am. But when am I gonna get it? When is it gonna happen? I'm down to, it'll be 24 hours and 25 minutes. That'll be 10:30 tomorrow morning, my appointment time. So I'm down to 24 hours, folks. And I don't even know if it's on the property. I haven't heard from them. But I have a scheduled appointment. And anyway, if you're looking for one of those, you just gotta believe me. The Flagstaff factory, the manufacturer that makes both the Rockwood and the Flagstaff, you should see inside there. There's videos. Just watch them. They have a big morale thing too. They come in, everybody yells good morning, and they cut up. And you should see them working, man. They're not slamming them together, but they're working, they're hustling. And they go down this line, and each little step does one thing. And then they talk about all these things that they do to keep the quality, you know, right there. The warranty office is right upstairs overlooking the floor, so they can get right down if there was like a bunch of issues that all of a sudden the dealers started complaining about, that people were coming in or there was an issue with something. They keep right on that quality control. And pricing came down. Listen to me. Pricing came down. Aaron told me that they went up. Their cost in the 21, 22, when everybody was buying them and they couldn't get them. It's just like these auto workers that are on strike. They saw these dealers making all these big profits, the salesmen, the managers, and making all this big money, over $5,000 over sticker price for cars. So what happened? The auto workers that build them are like, hey, we want some money. Just like UPS, they went on strike. We're delivering everybody's stuff, and they won. They got the huge pay raises. Well, the auto workers are doing the same thing right now. So what I'm trying to say is, Aaron was telling me that Forest River reduced dealer cost. First, they had these big inflationary prices that the manufacturer was charging the dealers up till last year. And then there was a reduction in their cost. And then because of the great reputation, what what's the name of the place where I'm buying? Camp Oaks. They are buying these 24s for cheaper than they paid for the 23s. So the prices are down. You can get, and the quality is there. So you don't have to, hopefully worry as much as you would on other products. Maybe they didn't even reduce theirs. Maybe they're still trying to knock everybody's heads off and think everybody's going to keep paying these ridiculous prices. But that wasn't the case. These aren't the cheapest in the world, but they also have the quality. If you believe in quality and paying for it, even though they're all overpriced, at least you're getting the most for your money. But they did come down in price. And Camp Oaks is selling them for less than they did the 23s. So everything's been very lucky. That's why I'm saying, when am I getting it? When am I getting it? When is it going to be hooked on here? I can't wait. I really can't wait. I can't wait to sleep in it. I can't wait to think, hey, I own this. And I know that you're excited too, folks. I'm really appreciative of that. You guys are waiting to see it, and I'm getting all kinds of comments and emails and texts and things. Well, you'll be the first, believe me. So I'm gonna put them on the map. I'm gonna be telling you, brutally honest, any issues that I have, just like I'm gonna do on my Medicare. I thought about that this morning. A lot of people think that because I took the Medicare Advantage plan and I didn't go with the $500 a month plan, the Cadillac plan, the G plan, that I made a mistake. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, as soon as December 1st comes, and that's only in a few weeks, I'm gonna be getting my primary doctor, and I'm gonna have to go back to my dermatologist that I was using. I got a little spot on my back, and I've been eat up with dermatology issues most of my life because I was a offshore fisherman and a sun worshiper. And I'm gonna let you know if they immediately, hooked me up, my appointments were prompt, and the cost was nothing, and everything that I'm talking about that my plan is supposed to have. And as I also schedule for all new blood work and everything, get all checked out, get my blood pressure pills and checked out again, do they need to stay the same or change? I'm gonna let you know how the primary was, how a specialist is, how it's going with Humana Gold Plus down in Palm Beach County, Florida, and how convenient it is to get into a doctor, and how many choices I have, and how good my primary is, how good the communication is. I'm gonna be telling you throughout the next year, because remember, if you start your Medicare program for the very first time at the age of 65 years old, I don't care if you use my agent, I don't care if you go with Humana Gold Plus, whoever you sign up with and whatever plan you get that's a Medicare Advantage plan, you have 1 full year, well, 1 day before the year is up, to switch back to a G or a high deductible G or any other supplemental gap plan you want without any health questions, without any questionnaire. Because just like when you sign up the very first time, there's no questionnaire, and you have that first year. That's what I've been told. So, we're getting on to another topic, but I'm gonna be letting you guys know. I don't want you to buy a camper that you're gonna regret. I don't want you to quit your job and start drawing your Social Security and you're gonna be in trouble. I don't want you to get a medical insurance plan when you retire that isn't worth a darn. I don't want anybody to have any less than Sarasota Tim has. All I want you to do is crush it.